Hello students. So today we are going to start with some programs on strings by making use of some of the command using like length of, character at, and even the two uppercase or two lowercase. By making use of these small commands, we'll try to write some of the programs. Along with that, we'll also we'll have a very quick review of what we learned in the last class. So in the last class we came to know about that creating string objects and also how exactly creating a strings. So how we create a string in a different method, only with the data or object without assigning any data, no initial value is assigned for that, or else at the time of creation of an object only you can assign a data, or else like a constructor concept also, by making use of new keyword we'll try to allocate the memory for a string object and we store the initial value hello to the constructor we pass, and through that object is initialized. These are all the different way of creating a string. That's what we discussed in the last class. Along with that, we learned some of the string accessor method, like length of command we understood to find the number of letters in a given string. Then character at is a command which will take the index as an argument, and the outcome of character at command is character type data. So you will specify the index number, and in that index number what letter is there, that will be given to you. So that is what the character at command. So today's program, what we are going to learn or we are going to write, we are making use of this length of command and also character at command. Then also we will discuss about two uppercase and two lowercase, where we are converting a string to the uppercase. The entire string will get converted to uppercase if it is in lowercase, or if you use a two lowercase command, whichever is in uppercase will get converted to uppercase to the lowercase data. That is what we saw the example also. So you all understood how two lowercase and two uppercase command is working. Remember, there is no arguments we give for this. We directly apply for the string object. str dot two lowercase, str dot two uppercase, like this. So the outcome of these two commands are string. Return type of the command is string. Then we discussed about the command trim. Trim is a command which is used to remove the spaces at the beginning and at the end of the string. So we saw the example and we saw the execution of this command also, and we verified whether the space has been removed from the beginning and at the end. Remember, the space in between remains as it is. We won't be able to remove that. Only the space at the beginning and at the end will be removed from this trim command. Apart from that, we also discussed one of the command called index of, where it is just opposite of the character at command, where here you are going to give the character will be given to the command character, and the outcome of index of command is integer. Means you want the index of the given letter. What letter you are specifying here, you want the index number of that letter. That is what the command we discussed in the last class. With these many commands, we will try to make use of some of the commands what we discussed, like a character at, length of, two uppercase. We will make use of these commands and we will try to write some of the programs today. So for that I have taken some programs. So I have taken here. First we are going, just to simplify your learning, I have given the heading here as counting program, where we are going to count the number of uppercase, lowercase, vowels. So counting variety 1 program, so that it is easy for you how exactly you declare a variable, how exactly you take a letter by letter, what is the logic, because these variety program, most of the logics will be similar for counting, because every program you require a counter here. So for your easy learning, I have taken, or I have given the heading like this. So I have taken one program today. Write a program to input a string, convert to uppercase. All of you know which command to apply now, and count the number of vowels in it. We are going to count how many vowels are there in a given string. So here we are going to input a string. To read the string you require a scanner class. For that I have used here import java.util. Then class name I have given as count vowel. You can keep any name. Then we are starting with the main, declaring a scanner class. str is a one string object to take the input from the user. Then integer I for the index purpose. As you all know, each and every letter is given an index number. All of you know that. So for that, to deal with letter by letter means a index number we give, and we take a letter by letter and we count whether it is a vowel or not. We want to check with the vowel. So for that reason I have taken one variable as integer I to take the index number. For the index purpose I have taken. Then CTR is a counter which is where we are going to count the number of vowels. As we come across with the vowel, that counter we are going to increment. Then a letter by letter from the string I am going to take. At a time we extract the letter and that letter will be compared with the vowel. That is what the logic behind this. So for that I have taken character CH. So most of the time you will be taking a string. Integer I is common for most of the string program. All these are the variable which is common for most of your string program. Counter, it depends whether it is counting or forming a new string. Based on that the counter variable will vary. But character CH, this also common, because every time to deal with the letter by letter in a string you require a character CH, because you extract one letter at a time and that you are going to check or to form a new string or to count for any purpose. So to extract the letter you require one character CH. So these things are common. I'll make this. Most of your string program you require these variables. This is common, most of your string. And to read the string scanner class I have taken. First in the beginning we are asking the user enter a string. To read the string I am using a command obj.nextOf. Remember students, I am not using a command next line because we are not going with the sentence variety program. That is a different program. I will come to that in the later stage. What we are doing is we are taking a string. String is nothing but one word at a time we are taking and we are going to deal with that. Sentence variety is entirely different, where we are going to deal or we are going to input a sentence, count the number of words, search and replace a word or delete a word. That is an entirely different variety program. I will come to that later. So time being we are reading one string. So space is a separated here now, a set of letter, one string at a time we are reading, only one string we are reading. Then the question says convert to uppercase. So after reading the string I am converting that into uppercase here. I am converting that to uppercase. Then to go ahead with from the beginning of the string till the end of the string, a letter by letter I have to check and then I have to check for vowels. So initially, we have to start with the loop now. I is one index variable I have taken and each and every letter is given an index number. Here I am taking I with the initial value with 0 because index number start from 0, and initially I don't know how many vowels are there. Even that also, counter also we initialize with CTR. So this part I hope you are all clear with this. Index number is pointing to 0. Initially I don't know how many vowels are there, even the counter variable also I have set with 0. Once you finish with that, then you give a semicolon. After that semicolon, then how long we want to repeat the loop? We want to repeat the loop till that I index number less than str.length of. Now I am making use of the command length of command. So length of is a command which will tell you how many number of letters are there in this string. So I start at the letter in the beginning till the last letter I will go. So for that I am starting at the index number 0 till the last index number. So length of will tell me how many number of letters are there, but here the condition is less than. Suppose if there are 5 letters in a string, so less than 5 will be up to 4. So index number starting at 0, the last index number will be 4, 0 to 4, but the number of letters are 5. So here str.length of will tell you how many number of letters are there, minus 1 will be the last index number. That is the reason I am giving less than. Here you can make out the value what I have given is less than str.length of, or else you can also give less than or equal to str.length of minus 1, because minus 1 will be the last index number. Length of is number of letters, it will give you the count, but index number is minus 1 value. So if you are using less than or equal to, don't forget to give minus 1. Otherwise write less than here, then no need of minus 1. Directly you can say length of less than length of. So one letter minus to that length means one index number. Then I plus plus, each time I will be incremented by 1. That is what I plus plus here what I have given in the for loop. So first time it will initialize the value, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will come to the loop body here. After finishing this only it will go here. All of you know the evaluation of the for loop. Initialization is done first, then the condition part, then the loop body part. After finishing the loop body, it will go to the updation expression. So here after checking the condition, because 0 is less than str.length of, it will come to the loop body here. ch is equal to str.character at I. Now I am making use of the command character at. By using that, I am going to take the very first letter because I is pointing to 0. So very first letter is taken. Suppose if my input is hello, H is taken here. Now I am going to check here if condition, the what letter I am taking for the first time, that whether it is equal to vowel. Now if you observe here, I am checking only for uppercase. The reason is already I converted the string to uppercase. So I am checking only for the uppercase vowel here. If it is uppercase, means if it is a vowel, then immediately I count it. So counter will be incremented. If it is vowel, only when it encounters if condition, immediately the counter will be increased. So next time when it goes for the second time, I will be pointing to 1 less than whatever the length of command. Next time, suppose if my input is hello, HE 0 1, I will be 1 now. Character at 1 is what? E. E is a vowel, now counter will be incremented. So each time it takes a letter by letter from the string by using the command str.character at I, and that letter will be compared for the vowel based on the condition true or false. If it is true, counter will be incremented. So once you finish with the loop, so when the condition will become false, when I becomes, for example, assume that I have given the input for the str as hello, HELLO, means the number of letters are 5. So up to 4 it will do because less than I have given. When I becomes to 5, 5 is not less than 5, comes out of the loop. So by the time you come out of the loop, I will be means the number of vowel will be counted in that CTR, that is what you are displaying. Now if you see the input output of this program, I have given the input as hello. Number of vowels are this E and O. So count is how much? 2. So that is what the output I am going to get. What I explained just now, I hope you all understood, but still a step by step how exactly it is working. For that the evaluation I have taken here. So working of this loop, how it is working, how the loop step by step, just to make you to understand, if the input of that str is hello, with this sample input, how each time the iteration is going to execute, that is what I am trying to explain here. So I changed some of the things color also, just as an important point where you have to understand. What I have written the first column is the number of iteration. If you know this concept, even the giving the output, how many number or how many times the loop has repeated, all that concept will become easy if you do in this style. So number of iteration is the first one. First time what exactly is happening in the loop. Second iteration what is happening. Third iteration what is happening. If you write like this, even you will know how many times the loop repeated also, and in each and every iteration what exactly is happening also you will be able to follow here. All of you know for loop has got initialization part, condition part, loop body and updation. So in what order the for loop is executed, the same thing I made it as one tabular format here. So in the initial first time when we are starting with the very first iteration, the value of I is initialized with 0, CTR is also initialized with 0. So this part what we have done in the for loop is initialization part. Once you finish with the initialization part, you go to the condition. So in the condition what is that you have written? I less than str.length. After checking the condition, we go to the loop body. In the loop body what we have written is ch is equal to str.character at I, this statement, and one more statement is I am going to check the if condition, if character is vowel or not, that if condition. So taking a letter and checking the vowel or not, that we have written in the loop body. You can see this arrow from here to here, this is written in the loop body. Once it finishes with the loop body, it will come to the updation part. If the if condition is true, then we are okay. This part actually here, this one, updation part is this one, and till here it is the loop body. Even counter plus plus also we have written. If condition is true, counter will be incremented. Once we finish with the loop body, then it will go to the updation. In the updation what we have done is only I plus plus. I will get incremented. That is what we are doing it in the updation. Here you are all understanding this concept. So whatever we have written in the for loop, that has been listed out here. So initialization part, after that it will go to the condition, then it will go to the loop body once it finishes with the loop body. So in loop body we have written 3 statements, taking a character by character, checking for the vowel. If it is a vowel, we are counting it. Then once it finishes with the loop body, then it goes to the updation part. In updation part we have written the I plus plus. You can see that here. See, initialization, condition part, these three statements are taking a character, checking the if condition, then incrementing that counter is given in the loop body. Once it finishes with that, it will go for updation part. So this is the last part. So if I write the numbers here, 1, 2, this is 3 and this is 4. That is the order of execution. Once it goes to 4, again it will come back to the if condition. Then again it goes. So in the first time in the first iteration, I is initialized with 0, CTR is also 0, I less than str dot length. If my input is hello, the str dot length of will give you the output as 5. I is pointing to 0, 0 is less than 5, condition is true. Once the condition is true, it will come to the loop body. So in the loop body, I am writing str dot character at I. This is the command what we have given. I value is initially 0, so it becomes as good as str dot character at 0. So what is there in 0? Here the 0 letter is H. H is taken to this CH variable. That is what I have written here. I hope you are all understanding. This is the internally the command is worked. Character at 0 index is the letter H. So CH will take the letter H now. After taking the letter, now it will come to the if condition. It comes as good as if H is equal to A. A, E, I, O, U. That is what the vowel we are checking. But actually H is not a vowel. This if condition evaluates to false now. Once it is false, counter is not incremented. It won't go to the if condition. See here. H is the letter we are checking with vowel. It is not a vowel now. Counter is not incremented. That is the reason I have written here. Condition is evaluated to false. Counter is not incremented to anything. It will go to the updation part. Updation part it will go. So that is what I have written here. It will come to I plus plus and I was initially 0. Now it became 1. Then after this again it will come back to the if condition part. So once it finishes with the updation, when it is going for the condition, now it becomes the second iteration. So second time what happens? Initial value of I is 1 because after incrementing that I value, I has become now 1. Counter was not changed, so it remained as 0 only. Second iteration when we are starting. Now the latest value of I is 1, 1 less than 5. So character at 1 index number is the letter E. So that is what we are getting it for CH variable. Then condition is evaluated to true. So since it is vowel, so what we are getting is actually here we are supposed to get it as capital letter E because already the data has been converted to uppercase. So letter what we are getting is E, condition to turn to be true. Immediately counter will be incremented to 1. So CTR becomes now 1. After finishing the loop body, it will go to the updation. Previously I was 1. Now the latest value of I will be 1, I plus plus, I got incremented. Now in the third iteration, that is in the third iteration, here, when you come to third iteration, I value initially 2, counter was set to 1, initial value of I is 2, 2 is less than 5, condition true. Now CH is equal to str dot character at 2. So here 0, 1, 2, the letter is what? L. So it is capital L actually here, L we are taking. L is checked with the vowel. It is not a vowel. Condition is evaluated to false. CTR was 1 and it remained to be 1. Only whenever I am changing, I am making the changes in a different color. I am using a red color here, you can make out. But when I am not changing, that color remained to be the black one only. So condition evaluated to be false. Counter remains 1 only. Now I plus plus, I previously it was 2, now it became 3. Then in the fourth iteration, when it comes to the fourth iteration, next time, I initial value is 3, counter is 1, 3 is less than 5, condition true comes in here. Again we are taking the next letter, character at 3 is what? Next, one more L. That we are checking, again L is not a vowel, condition is false, counter is not changed. I value, when it comes to updation, I becomes now 4. Then in the fifth iteration, initial value of I is 4, CTR is 1 only, then 4 is less than 5, condition true. We are taking the last letter, that is the index number 4 we are taking. What we have in index number 4 is the capital O. So capital O, when you are taking it here, when you compare with the value condition here, it is actually what? True. It is evaluated to true here and immediately counter is incremented to 2. The letter is O, condition is evaluated to true. So the counter is incremented from 1 to 2 now. See the changes I have made it as in a red color now. Condition is evaluated to true. The counter will become 2 now. Now I value will be changed to 5. Then after finishing that, in the 6th iteration, you can see here in the 6th iteration, the initial value of I is 5. See the column here what I have written. I is 5. Counter is 2. Now 5 is not less than 5. Condition is evaluated to false and the loop is terminated. So the loop is repeated for 5 times because there are 5 letters. 6th time condition has become false. It terminates the loop. So by the time you come out of the loop, the counter value means the CTR value is 2, means the number of vowel is 2. That is what you got the outcome of this program. So at the end, when you print the output system.out.println number of vowel, you are going to get the output as 2. Let us see the same program by taking into this BlueJ and we will see how exactly it is working. So same program I am bringing it here. So this is example 1 program. Okay, now I have to change count to vowel program. So enter a string. Okay, now let me compile and execute this program now. See here, getting enter a string. Okay, let me give the value as hello. Now even if you give in lowercase also, it is converting to uppercase. Accordingly we are getting the number of vowel. You can try with any input. You can, because you are every time you are reading the input. So whatever data you want to give, you can type the letter, like type the input and you can check. Now also there are 2 vowels are there. You can check like this. So this is how exactly we are counting the number of vowel in a string. So let us take the one more program. So I hope you all understood this. Now here along with this program only I have given the input output also. Along with that we will go with one more program now. Write a program to input a string and search a letter. So we are taking one string and we are going to take the search letter also, and we are going to count the number of times the search letters appears in a string. For example, if my input is letter, if I am searching for the letter E, how many times that letter E is appearing here? So number of time E appears is equal to 2. So this is what the output style I want. So for that the inputs are now 2 input. One is the main string and what is that letter you are searching. So there are 2 input for this program. So for that I have taken scanner class and we have taken one string here. Integer I, as I told you in the previous program, taking a string, index number, then index number, then counter, because this is a counter variety program, so we require one counter, and every time you require one character CH. Now for this program, apart from CH we are taking one more also, because the search letter we are going to count in this str. So CH is to take the letter from a string, means a letter by letter to process we have taken. SRCH is the letter where we are going to search a letter in a string. So for that I have taken SRCH. I have given the description here. Then main thing, we are going to read a string. So once I read the string, I will ask the user enter a search character. So which letter you are going to search. All of you know this is how we are going to read the string. Since you all know how exactly characterate command is working, so next of command will read the string. From the string we don't want the entire string, we want only first letter out of it. So that is the reason characterate 0. And characterate command, as you all know, it gives you only a letter output. So characterate return type of the characterate command is a character type. So SRCH is a char type data. So that is where I am going to collect the answer. So search is ready, your input is string is ready. Now we are going to start with the for loop. Initially I is pointing to 0, even counter, because I don't know how many times the search letter appears, even that counter also pointing to 0. So how many times we are repeating the loop? Till the length of the str, whatever number of letters are there in that str, till that time we are going to repeat the loop. So this is a standard for loop for all your string variety program. Then each time I will be incremented to 1 when you are going to the updation part. So once you check with the condition, we are taking a letter. First time we take the very first letter because I is pointing to 0. Then that letter is compared with the search letter. If it is matching, you observe here both the data types are of type character, means a primitive type data. I am checking the equality here. If both are equal, immediately counter is incremented. Then again it will loop back I++. I will go to the next index number. second letter is compared with the search letter, then if it is matching, again counter. Like this the program goes, and at the last this is what the output format we are displaying. Number of times search, what letter you are searching, that will be displayed here, appears is equal to how much ever the counter value has been set, that value will be displayed on the screen. So let us execute the same program here also. Now also same, a small change. Now what we are searching is a letter in a string. So let me execute this program and we will see how it is working now. Second example now. So I compile this second program, execute. It is asking for main. So I want to search, enter a main string is letter. What I am searching is E from this. How many times that letter E appears here? 2 times. Or else you can search for the letter T also. T is also appearing for 2 times. Okay, see here. Number of times T appears is equal to 2. So this is exactly counting. Counting for a vowel, counting the letter, how many times it is appearing. So whenever you have a counter variety, you require one counter variable for this variety programs. So if CH is letter and search letter is E, how exactly the loop is repeated, the evaluation of this above program, a step by step. Since you all are beginner for the string variety, that is the reason I have taken one iteration. So working of str, working of how exactly for loop. If you take str as initial value with letter, such as E, how it is working, that is what we are trying to understand now in this example. Now initially I is pointing to 0, CTR is also 0, 0 less than 6. If you see letter here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 letters are there in this str variable. So length of will give you 6 here, the outcome of length of command is 6 here. 0 is less than 6, condition is true, it will come to the loop body now. Now in the loop body, actually even here also, this updation is only I++, and till here, this is the loop body part. Now here CH first time, character at 0 index, because I is pointing to 0, str character at 0 is what? Letter L. L we are taking, and that L is compared with the search letter. Search letter, if CH condition what we have written, if CH is equal to search, that is what we have given in the condition, if condition. So if condition is evaluated to what? False, because enter string is letter, search is the E letter. What I am taking for the first time is the letter L from the string. So L is not matching with E, condition is evaluated to false, CTR is not set. Now in the updation part, I becomes now 1. Second time, in the second iteration, I initial value is 1, still counter is 0 only. 1 is less than 6, that is what the I value. 1 is less than 6, it comes to condition. Character at 1 index number is what? Letter E. E is the next letter. Now E is the letter what we have taken from the string. Search letter is also E. E is matching with this letter, condition is true, counter is immediately incremented to 1. So after this it comes to the updation part, I++, I will be incremented to the next index number 2. So in the third iteration when we come here, initial value of I is 2, counter is initially 0, I value is 2 now, that is the latest value of I, 2 is less than 6, condition true. So what is there in the character at 2 index number? Character at 2 index number is the letter T. Now T letter is not matching with the search letter E, condition is evaluated to false, and counter remains to be 1 only. Previously it was set to 1, it remains to 1 only, counter is not incremented. But once it comes to the updation part, I value is changed to 3, because every time we are incrementing the I value irrespective of the condition. So when I goes to the third location, in the fourth iteration, means I goes to the index number 3. Now when we go to the fourth iteration, initial value of I is 3, we started from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, that is the fourth iteration, 3, CTR is 1 only, 3 less than 6, condition true, the letter at index number 3 is T. T is not matching with the letter E, search letter E, condition is false, again counter is not set, again I number, that is index number, is incremented to 4. Then in the fifth iteration, I value is 4, counter still remains to be 1, 4 is less than 6. What is there in the fourth index number? Letter E. Now E is matching with the search letter E, condition is evaluated to, if condition is evaluated to true, and immediately the counter value will become now 2. Then index number is incremented to, that is in the updation part, it becomes now 5. After that, next again it will go to the 6th iteration. When you come to the 6th iteration, the initial value of I is 5, counter is 2, 5 is less than 6, condition true. So letter at the index number 5 is R. Now R is not matching with the search letter E, condition is false. So you will get the counter value remains to be 2 only. Here the condition value remains to be true only. I mean to say 2 only. Then I becomes now, I is updated, becomes now 6. Then when you come to the 7th iteration, I value is 6, counter is 2, 6 is not less than 6, condition false, loop terminates. But the loop is repeated for 6 times, 7th time the loop terminates, because there are 6 letters in the, here if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 letters in the str. So 6 times the loop repeats. When it comes to 7, condition false, it comes out of the loop. And we saw the output also now. Just now we saw the output, how exactly we are getting the output of this program. With this, I am giving you some homework question, that is practice 25 question, homework question on counting variety only. You can pause the video and you can take down these questions. Practice 25 homework questions on strings. That is, you are writing a program to input a string and count the number of uppercase, lowercase, digits and special character. So for this you require one counter for uppercase, lowercase one counter 3, 2, then digits one counter, that is 3, special character also require one more. So 4 counters you require for this program. As usual, you write the if condition, count this and you display it. You have done the same variety program on arrays, but you are doing it now the same thing on strings. That is what the first question is. Second one is to input a string and count the number of time a dollar sign. Now previous program is to search for a search letter, but here I am not searching for a particular letter, I am searching for the dollar sign here. So if it is present, a dollar is present in the given string or not, that is what I wanted to count. So write these two of counting variety program and come for the next class. Thank you students.